Join Kids Hut family. Tia, I'm going to the fest later tonight. Later tonight? It's not safe to go alone, Tofu. And I won't be going because I have an exam tomorrow. So you won't be able to go either. But Jack said it's safe. And Joe and Jim, everyone is going. Who told him? Some older boys. We don't know them. They were visiting from another city. That's not the correct way to do things, Tofu. You have to double-check some things for yourself at times. And be careful with whom you trust. Do you know what happened to Chicken Little and his friends? What happened to them? Chicken Little. Chicken Little liked to walk in the woods. One day, as she was walking in the forest and looking at the flowers and the trees, an acorn fell from a tree on the top of her head.
Oh no! The sky is falling! I must run and tell the lion about it immediately.
And so Chicken Little began running. On the way, she met the Henny Penny, the hen.
Where are you running to? Is everything okay?
Oh no, Henny Penny! The sky is falling and I'm going to the lion to tell him about it.
How do you know that?
It fell on my head and hit me.
That's terrible. Come, I'll go with you too. We must hurry and tell the lion about this.
Chicken Little and Henny Penny started running. As they were heading to the lions, they met Ducky Lucky.
Wait, guys, wait! Where are you going in such a hurry?
The sky is falling. It fell on Chicken Little's head. We are going to the lion to tell him about it.
Let me also come with you.
Come, come!
As the three of them were running, they met Foxy Loxy.
Where are you guys going?
The sky is falling. It fell on Chicken Little's head. And we've decided to go to tell the lion about it.
Yes, yes. The lion must be told about this. But do you know where he lives?
The fox had pointed out this problem correctly. None of them knew where the lion lived.
I know where he lives. Come with me and I will show you the way.
Happy to have found help, the three of them agreed. The fox took them to his own den and told them to wait at its entrance as he went inside.
Wait here. Let me go talk to the lion first. When he is ready to meet you, he will call you all inside.
After a while, Foxy Loxy called from inside.
Come in, friends.
Chicken Little, Henny Penny, Ducky Lucky went inside but never came out again. So you see, Tofu, you should always exercise caution before you go following things blindly.
Yes, Tia. Now I have understood the importance of trusting the right people and not believing things blindly. Tonight,
I am going to stay home and will tell my friends to do the same too. What's wrong, Tofu?
I can't sleep.
Would a bedtime story help?
Yeah, I guess.
The Ugly Duckling. Once near a beautiful pond, there lived a handsome duck couple. They were very excited as the babies were about to get hatched from the eggs. The papa duck was so eager to see his babies that all he could do was roam here and there in anxiety. Suddenly, what they hear is sweet little quack quacks coming from the nest, and the papa duck just rushes to the nest to catch the first glimpse of his babies.
Oh my God! They are so lovely!
Suddenly, a hoarse quack comes from below Mama Duck. Quack!
You are so ugly and pale. You can't be our baby.
The papa and mama duck, along with their 4 babies, sail away, far away from the ugly duckling, leaving him behind in dismay and all alone. The poor duckling doesn't know what's wrong with him. He checks his wings, his beak, his feet, but all looks fine. Suddenly, he turns around and sees his reflection in the pond. And what he sees sends him complete disappointment.
Nobody loves me. What would I do now? Where would I go?
The ugly duckling starts walking in complete sadness. So many days, weeks, and months pass by, and the poor ugly duckling wanders all alone in the deep forest. Suddenly, he stops and feels extremely cold.
Oh, it is so cold. I wish I had a warm house too.
Suddenly, a huge ball of snow comes rolling from behind, and the poor duckling gets caught in that and starts screaming for help. A woodcutter cutting the woods in a nearby place hears the scream of the duckling and runs for help.
Oh, poor thing. Come here. You need something warm to drink.
The woodcutter picks up the ugly duckling and keeps him in the warmth of his overcoat. He takes him home and keeps him wrapped in a warm blanket right in front of the fireplace.
Don't worry, poor little thing. I will take care of you.
And like this, many years pass by, and the ugly duckling grew under the care of the woodcutter. But one thing he made sure, never did he see his reflection again. One day, on a sunny afternoon, he was wandering around the sides of a lake. Suddenly, he sees a wedge of swans swimming in the pond.
Look at those swans. They are so beautiful. I wish I was a beautiful duck too. I have no friends because I'm so ugly. I feel oh so lonely.
To his amazement, he sees the wedge of swans coming towards him. What he sees is the most beautiful swan ever.
Hey, we have never seen you around. Are you new here?
No, I live nearby with the woodcutter. It's just that I don't come out often.
Why is that so?
Because I'm an ugly duck. Nobody loves me. Nobody wants me.
Not to his surprise, he sees them laughing at him. He decides to turn back when suddenly he hears the voice of the beautiful swan.
Wait, where are you going?
See, even you guys made fun of me. That's the reason I never come out.
We laughed because you called yourself a duck.
What do you mean?
Yes, you are not a duck. You are a swan. And I haven't seen such a handsome swan ever in my life.
He couldn't believe of what he just heard and stood there in a state of shock. And after a few seconds, managed to say,
What?
The beautiful swan held the hand of the duck and took him near the pond.
See yourself. You are a swan.
The ugly duckling very reluctantly bends over the water because he doesn't want to see the ugly him. But what he sees leaves him in total disbelief. He is not a duck. He is a swan, a handsome young swan.
I am a swan.
He jumps and flies and swims in sheer happiness and then suddenly stops to thank the beautiful swan.
Thank you so much for making me know who I am.
So now that you know you are a swan, would you join our wedge? We would live together as a happy family.
Yes, I would love to do that.
And then the ugly duckling, oops, the handsome swan, jumps into the water with the rest of the swans and swims proudly with them.
So the poor duck was never a duck? A swan all throughout?
Yeah, and that's what the moral of the story is. A diamond doesn't know its worth till it's polished.
Aha!
Good night, Tofu. It's time to sleep now.
Tofu, can you take the floor, please? I will climb up the ladder and do the shells at the top.
Why do I have to do the floor?
Because the shells are higher and tougher to clean.
You are just saying that because you don't want to do the floors.
Oh boy, Tofu, it's not that. You won't be able to reach the shelves, trust me.
Sure, I will be.
Okay, come on up then. But let me tell you, you're being like the crab.
Like the crab? Now what's that? Come, I'll tell you a story. Once upon a time, there lived a crab in the sea.
I am so bored of living in the sea. I think the meadow behind the beach is a better place for me to be. I will move there.
And so, the crab came out of the water and made its way beyond the beach and into the meadow.
Ah, this is the life. I wonder why I didn't do this earlier.
Unknown to the crab, a fox had been watching him since the moment he came into the meadow. And one day, when he found the right moment, he attacked him.
I have been waiting for this moment. I will eat you now.
The crab tried to hide, but it didn't know how to. Not on land anyway. He was not familiar with the terrain at all.
It's my fault. I should have stayed in the seas and the beach where I belong and know how to protect myself.
Well, yes, but now it's too late for you.
Saying so, the fox quickly ate the crab and ended his life. Do you still think you can handle the tall shelves? I think I will wait till next year to find out. For now, I will just take care of the floors.
Tofu, what in the world are you trying to do?
I am trying to pluck those juicy fruits from this tree.
But do you think you will be able to pluck them? They are so high.
Oh, I wish I could fly and pluck those fruits. I so wish I had wings.
To wish is not bad, but one should be conscious about the consequences. Come, I'll tell you a story. The Tortoise and the Eagle. A young tortoise was lazing around the riverbank, looking at the birds flying in the sky. He stared at them and started thinking out aloud.
I wish I could fly like those birds, up high in the sky and watch the beautiful sceneries and beauty of the world from top of the world. Oh, I so wish that.
Nearby, an eagle was sitting on a stone. listening to what the tortoise was thinking out loud, and couldn't resist but ask,
Why do you want to fly? You should be happy with what you are gifted with.
I wish I could fly with no trouble of crawling on the ground.
So say that you want to fly because you don't want to crawl, not because you wish to see the world from the sky. Anyway, what will I get in return for making you fly in the sky?
I'll give you the riches of gold from the Red Sea.
So the eagle grabbed the tortoise in its claws and soared up high in the sky, making him see all the beautiful sceneries of the world. Flying higher in the clouds and closer to the stars. It was indeed a mesmerizing moment for the tortoise. While the eagle was flying over the riverbank, the rest of the tortoise were basking in the sun. Suddenly, the tortoise flying high up in the sky said,
I wish my friends could watch me flying so high in the sky. I am sure they would get jealous watching me.
What? Why would you want your friends to get jealous of you?
I want them to see that I can fly and they cannot. It's such a nice feeling.
What an evil friend this tortoise is, thought the eagle. With this, the eagle dropped him on the ground and asked for his treasure.
Now give me my reward.
There is no reward. I was just kidding about the gold so that you could take me for a ride.
And with this, the tortoise left. The eagle couldn't tolerate his insult and decided to teach him a lesson. So the next day, the eagle went to the tortoise and said,
Hey, would you like to go for a sky ride again?
Yes, sure. I would love to.
The eagle once again picked him up and clenched him in his claws. The tortoise, while enjoying the ride, said to the eagle,
Why did you bring me again for the ride, even though I dishonored my promise of rewarding you?
That's because, tortoise, you wish to make your friends jealous, but at my cost. And now I'll let you enjoy the free fall.
The eagle let his claws loose and the tortoise went falling down. Screaming for help and flying no longer, he crashed on the ground with a thud. Thanks to his shell, he didn't get injured. Soon, his old friends surrounded him and said,
Hey, young friend, you wanted to see the world from high up in the sky. To dream big is not a sin, but to dream it at the cost of others is just not justifiable.
I have learnt my lesson now. I should be thankful to God for what I am blessed with. It was my shell only that saved my life. I should be happy with what I have, and also should not use others for my selfish reasons. I surely have learnt my lesson. Tia, now I know what you were trying to say. I learnt a lesson too. One should think about the consequences before one wishes for something. I should be happy with what I am blessed with. I should rather look for an alternative to pluck those fruits. Wait, I'll get a ladder.
Tofu, you learn things quite fast.
For your favorite rhymes, stories, and more, join Kids Hut family. Subscribe here.